Yo guys, welcome back to another video. Wherever you are, special greetings to you, and don't forget, if today is your first time, please do me a favor by subscribing to the channel. Also, don't forget to hit on the notification bell whenever we drop video. You can also get it on time. On this channel, we give you information and update about migrants and also the latest update around the globe. You subscribe to this channel because you need important and useful update, and as official cracker, it is my duty and responsibility to give you all the necessary and the useful update that you need. That is why I have come to your way once again with another video. But in today's video, we are going to be talking about how the EU interior ministers made a meeting to give documents to all refugees and asylum seekers arriving in Europe. And also, Giorgia Meloni has blasted African leaders and Luciana Lamorgese. So guys, without wasting my time, let's do this thing together. Yeah guys, as I said before, the EU interior ministers had a meeting over the migrants that are arriving nowadays in Europe, especially migrants from the Afghanistan. As the Taliban took over, the citizens of Afghanistan are saying they can no longer stay in the country again. Meanwhile, the Taliban leaders came out and they assured the citizens that they are not going to discriminate them. They are going to rule tranquilo without any problem. Any citizen will have his or her right. But the citizens are saying these Taliban, they know them for a long time, so what the Taliban are saying is not what they are going to hear. So they are going to do what they want, and what they are doing now is leaving the country, because they are saying if the Taliban is going to rule the country, Afghanistan, they cannot stay in the country. And now the Commissioner of the Home Affairs of the EU, Eva Johansson, is telling all the EU countries that if you see any immigrant around your border and the immigrant is from Afghanistan, no question, just allow the immigrant to enter the country. And if you are immigrant from Afghanistan and you enter the country, there is no judge or commissioner who is going to be asking you your story. They know all your story. Everybody has seen it on the internet 3 days, every day. This dramatic issue that is happening in Afghanistan continue to happen. So if you are from Afghanistan and you enter Europe now, there is no commission for you. Nobody is going to ask you your story. It's not like people who are from Ghana, who are from Nigeria. Then if you say your story, they will go back and be looking whether what you are saying is true or not. This Afghanistan is live and colored. So if any Afghanistan immigrant is found in any border of the EU country, you don't have to ask this immigrant any question. Just carry the immigrant and give the immigrant a safe place to stay, so far as this immigrant is coming from Afghanistan. So this is the good news that is coming from the side of the EU Commissioner of the Home Affairs, Eva Johansson, to all migrants who will be coming from the Afghanistan now to Europe. And also, if you are Afghanistan immigrant and you are in the country already and they have given you negative, they are going to redo your commission again, and they are going to give you your document. They are going to give the document to you, no negative for any Afghanistan immigrant in Europe. So this is what is swarming in for Afghanistan immigrant, the way they are going to enjoy their stay in Europe. But these Europeans, they don't understand what is going on in Africa. Africa, our own, is not physical, but if we want to tell you the story, you will see that it is even dangerous than this Afghanistan own. This Afghanistan is just the Taliban who have taken over, and they are assuring the citizens that they are going to even take good care of them. In Africa, the president or the politicians will promise you that if they come to power, they will do this thing for you. Immediately you vote for them, and they get up there, they get any apartment and they are staying up there. For them to even come to your village to visit you, they will come at night. And then if you come at night, how are you going to see that whether the village is developing or not developing? So this is the problem that we are having in Africa. A university graduate will finish and will be selling handkerchiefs in traffic, will be selling air freshener in traffic. This is all the problem. This is a problem even bigger than the one which is happening in Afghanistan. Just that our own is not physical and nobody is showing it on television. That is why. But no problem if you are from this African countries like Ghana, Senegal, Nigeria. If your time read that, they will give you the document. Don't worry, they also give you your document. Let's watch the first report from France 24. When we are back, we will give you the rest of the update. So stay tuned.
And with evacuations from Afghanistan ongoing, EU interior ministers are meeting this Wednesday, with immigration topping the agenda. For more on this, we're joined by our correspondent Sonia van Rensen in Brussels. Sonia, what's this meeting about?
So this is basically an online crisis meeting that's starting about now. We've got Home Affairs ministers from each of the EU's 27 member states, as well as the EU's Foreign Affairs representative, Josep Borrell. Ostensibly, they're there to talk about an influx of migrants across the border, the EU's borders with Belarus, notably Lithuania, although Latvia and Poland also share borders with Belarus. The EU is accusing Belarus of using migrants as a political weapon in retaliation for sanctions imposed by the EU on Minsk. Most of the migrants so far have been Iraqis, but it seems highly likely that with the Taliban takeover in Afghanistan, there will be a future wave of migrants from Afghanistan. And that's to add Afghanistan itself. An update on the situation there is also on the agenda for this afternoon.
Now, are we seeing the EU adopting a harsher tone on immigration here following the developments in Afghanistan?
I think what we're seeing is migration clearly back in the limelight. It's in the middle of the agenda. It's risen back to the top. It's an issue that the EU has long grappled with. We all remember the migration crisis back in 2015, when about 1 million people fled conflict in Syria, Iraq, and Afghanistan. At the time, countries like Greece were on the front line, and the Greek migration minister just yesterday said that Greece does not want to become a gateway for a fresh wave of migrants this time round. It's not going to be that easy. The European Commission tabled fresh proposals for a European asylum and migration policy back in autumn 2020. Those proposals will now get fresh scrutiny, and the big challenge will be finding a consensus, as has always been the case in the past.
I hope you have seen the video. So that is what France 24 also reported about the EU Interior Ministers meeting. Now let's move forward to watch the video of the Commissioner of the Home Affairs of the EU, who is Eva Johansson. When we are back, we will give you the rest of the update. So stay tuned.
European interior ministers met to discuss two unfolding migrant crises. The first, Afghanistan. With many thousands fleeing the new Taliban regime, the European Commissioner for Home Affairs urged the bloc to engage with asylum seekers at the point of leaving the country.
We have to avoid that people start on very dangerous journeys, irregularly arriving at the EU borders. We should not wait until people stand at our external border. We need to help them before that. We should avoid irregular routes, dangerous routes that are facilitated by smugglers. Instead, we should engage in legal, safe ways for people in need of international protection to come to the European Union.
Things then turned to the Belarus border, where this summer there has been an unprecedented amount of migrants crossing into the country's European neighbours. David Sassoli, European Parliament President, accused the Belarusian regime of purposely funneling migrants through the country.
The border between Lithuania and Belarus is a European border. So the Lukashenko regime is in fact using poor people, men and women. I've seen outrageous action when officers push people over the border. It's a matter of humanity, but also a matter of protection of the European Union's border.
Lithuanian border guards captured a video claiming it shows 4 so-called migrant provocateurs instructed by Belarusian officers to cause as much chaos as possible.
Guys, I hope you have seen the video. That is Eva Johansson for you, the Home Affairs, the Commissioner of the Home Affairs of the EU for you. And now let's move on to the next story. You know, if we are talking about immigrants here, there is no way that Giorgia Meloni will not come inside. Now, as the EU is saying that any immigrant who is coming from Afghanistan, no question for this immigrant, they should allow these immigrants to enter without asking them any question. Now, Giorgia Meloni is saying that if these Afghanistan immigrants are coming, and those who are also coming from Africa, those who are coming from Africa, now the immigrants will choke in the country. So now what she is telling Luciana Lamorgese to do that, because Luciana Lamorgese has failed as interior minister. That is what Giorgia Meloni is saying. Giorgia Meloni is saying if she was in government, or if she was the interior minister, she will carry bulk money, and go to Libya to give Libyan people to block African immigrants so that they cannot cross the Mediterranean Sea again. You know, she always talk about immigrants. She doesn't differentiate. But now, hey, this one is coming from EU, so you have to know how you are going to report your issues about immigrants. So now she has differentiated that African immigrants, that Libyans should block them, because immigrant, we are all immigrants. If you are from Afghanistan, if you are from Pakistan, if you are from Bangladesh, if you are from Iraq, at the end of the day, we are all immigrants, the same hospitality, the same process, but just because that these people, their own for this time is physically unclear. So immediately you reach the country, you have all your necessary needs that they are going to give to you. But this woman always talked about immigrants in general, but now she has started differentiating. You have to differentiate, because this authority or this power is coming from the EU and you cannot condemn it. As one of Luciana Lamorgese's speech, she made mention that if Afghanistan immigrants arrive in Italy, they are going to accept them, and nobody can say anything about that. As we all can see what is happening in Afghanistan now, so that is why Afghanistan's immigrants now has this opportunity. So now Giorgia Meloni has switched to African immigrants instead of clandestine that she always say. Now she has particularly said that African, or she has differentiated that African immigrants, that African leaders should try to block their people so that they will not be coming to Europe again. Giorgia Meloni, maybe you have to visit Africa and then do some investigations about this, our African leaders. You wouldn't have even talked about immigrants again. You would just come and then call all African immigrants and give them documents. Because if you go to Africa and see what is happening there in Africa, if they ask you to even stay there for one day, Giorgia Meloni, you cannot do anything about it. You cannot stay. You cannot stay in Ghana. Let me say, even in Ghana for one day, you cannot stay. You will run and come back. But if you are here insulting immigrants this, immigrants that. So this is what Giorgia Meloni is also saying as Afghanistan immigrants are entering, and she is saying that Luciana Lamorgese should try and stop the one which is coming from Africa, so that they will not come and congested. Because what this woman is saying is that Italians don't have their liberty, but migrants have free movement, free everything. But Italians, if they want to do something, they said you have to be vaccinated, you have to show your green pass, you have to show all these things. So all these things make this woman go colo. But so far as we are in the country, guys, we are already in the country. So there is nothing you can do about it, because she is saying at the beginning of this year they have rescued almost 30,000 immigrants. That is almost from January to August. I think we are in August, so they have rescued like 30,000. Looking at the statistics of Matteo Salvini, so that means Luciana Lamorgese has rescued a lot of immigrants. And that is why Luciana Lamorgese has not been to court, because she has not kidnapped any immigrants. And you, Matteo Salvini, we cannot be using your statistics, because your time, you kill a lot of people. You kill a lot of people. So guys, let's watch Giorgia Meloni video. When we are back, we will give you the rest of the update. So stay tuned.
Come ogni estate c'è il tema degli sbarchi. Cosa farebbe Fratelli d'Italia se fosse oggi al governo?
Guardi, mi sono perfino stancata di dirlo, perché vede, in queste settimane, mentre noi continuiamo ad accogliere migliaia e migliaia di immigrati, 30.000 dall'inizio di quest'anno, e il paradosso è che mentre costringiamo gli italiani praticamente a non avere una vita sociale se non fanno il vaccino, poi arrivano migliaia di immigrati che si rifiutano di farsi vaccinare, che si rifiutano addirittura di fare il tampone, sempre l'utilizzo dei due pesi e delle due misure, tipico della sinistra. Mentre noi, continuiamo a far entrare queste decine di migliaia di immigrati, la Germania ha imposto all'Unione Europea di dare altri 3 miliardi alla Turchia di Erdogan per fermare gli immigrati che arrivavano dalla rotta balcanica. Io credo che l'Italia dovrebbe andare in Europa e banalmente chiedere una missione europea, come ho detto fino allo sfinimento, che tratti con il governo libico, che porti a bloccare le partenze, blocco navale, che porti ad aprire in Africa gli hotspot, che porti a valutare in Africa chi ha diritto a essere rifugiato e chi no, e che rispedisca a casa chi non ha diritto a essere rifugiato e distribuisca i rifugiati nei 27 paesi dell'Unione Europea. Rimane l'unica soluzione seria a questo problema. Tutto il resto è furore ideologico e ne abbiamo visti i risultati in questi anni.
Yeah guys, I hope you have seen the video. That is Giorgia Meloni for you. I think today I don't have any slap for this woman, because anything that she will do, we move. So we don't have her time. Allow her to do whatever she wants to do. As I said before, this is the update I have for you today. The name still remains Official Cracker on YouTube, Official Cracker on Facebook, Official_Cracker1 on Instagram. If you have any question, please drop it on Instagram. That is Official_Cracker1. And I will be leaving the link in the YouTube video description. You can click it. I am not telling you to follow me, but if you have any question, you can drop it and we will discuss it over there. Till we meet again in the next video. But if today is your first time watching my video, why don't you say the devil is a liar? Subscribe to the channel and be part of the family. Till we meet again in the next video, please stay safe and stay blessed. Peace out.